Hey there. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. I'm Ether. Welcome to For Your Conviction Healer Messages. I am going to do a elder spread, an elder council, elder spread, an elder council spread, okay? I'm going to be using about 2 of my oracle decks. I'm going to raise the vibrations of our beautiful elders that come out of our African goddess rising. And I'm also most likely going to use tarot just to dig a little deeper to see what actually is highlighted or what the storyline is that the elders are letting us know. As before I just started recording this video, I just did a reading, and after I did that reading, I went, washed my hands, and while I was in the bathroom, while I was in the bathroom, I heard, make sure you let them know, or you label it full moon reading. So this will be considered a full moon reading using both, I might make it longer, both elder council spread as well as the talking drum. We'll see how that goes. That's what my heart is leading to. That is what we're going to do. So far at the bottom of the deck, we do have liberation. Liberation does speak about being free of something, someone. Okay, my light attracts light. Your mind is a source of energy, and trust the wisdom within are things that I am singing in our Raise the Vibration Oracle deck. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these real quick just to clear the energy before I start this read. It has been a very long hiatus for me. There has been a lot going on. I will share maybe later in a different video exactly what's going on, where I stand, and how long this will be. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, so I do have to look because I need to ask the questions correctly. All right, so what is present for me at this moment? We have desire, which is the number 8. Okay, so someone could be desiring something. You're being instructed, and or you're getting that inkling that it is present for you at this moment. Whatever it is that you most desire is present. Second card stands for, it is a 5-card spread. The second card says standing says, what are my biggest obstacles? The biggest obstacles right now is rage. Ain't that the truth? I know we are in Leo season, and Leos are, me personally, has been my personal opinion for years before I got so in tune or in depth with the whole spiritual astro tarot get down publicly. I've always said Leos are bipolar. That has always been my personal opinion about Leos. Leos are bipolar. Leos are bipolar. Leos are bipolar. And then actually researching, reading, and actually looking up the astrological planet standpoints, what's moving, what's in retrograde. If I'm not mistaken, Virgo is highly aspected in Virgo, Virgo is really high in Mercury. Excuse me. Virgo is highly aspected in Mercury right now in Leo season. I am a Virgo rising. On my Palladius side, if I said that right, my Palladius side, my Virgo rising is lined up with Leo, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like, that's totally true with what is the obstacle at this time, rage, because you can go from 0 to 10,000 super freaking quickly, right? So what must I release? You must release speaking up, right? So maybe it's a time for some to actually speak. Release the moment to actually speak. And for others, it is a time to not so much speak, okay? That's really what I'm really pulling towards. What must I release? Release speaking at this time, okay? Excuse me if there is a lot of shaking. I am sitting on my bed. There's kids everywhere, and I don't feel like moving my desk and or table. at this time. Excuse me, I thought somebody was reading my door. Okay, so what support do I need? The support that we need right now is alchemy. So this is also another big energy that is potent at this time. Manifesting alchemy, okay? 38, that also equals a 11. So we have a lot of good master numbers here. We have an 8, we have a 23, which equals to a 5. We have master number 33 for speak up. Could be elevation at this moment is what I just heard. Someone could be elevating or being initiated into something, and that was a desire of yours. What could be blocking you from getting the full scope of actually what's going on. It could have something to do with the rage, how angry you get, how annoyed you get by certain things. In the previous reading, for those if you've seen it, there was cards that came out stating about people causing drama, you not having to, join the performance, living for you and not the audience in your head, things of that sort. So that could be something very potent lining up together right now, okay? So I tried to get one more card for the last placement of what next steps should I take. We have grief in reverse and we have celestial alignment. So there could be some type of universal plane of grief at this time, like a lot of things going on, separation, breakups, divorce, again, loss, sorrow, things of that sort, okay? And you can actually not really know what's going on or how to feel about it, so you're kind of emotionally unstable in a sense. And again, we are in Leo season, which is a fire sign, so it'd be easier to pop off, especially if you're not someone like myself that is okay with sharing your emotions or showing your emotions or being emotional, okay? So what next step should we take? We have harvest. So at this time, it's time to harvest alchemy, harvest at this time. Planting your seeds, planted seeds that initially bloom and blossom into the harvest that you wanted it to, and achieving your crops, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have joy there, okay? I was going to say someone could be pregnant or someone could have just had a baby because of the simple fact that there is a mother, there nurturing her child. Could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be because it does look like a lot of earth energy right there, okay? So let's go ahead and raise these vibrations and see what the vibration is of these elders. Okay, so for what is present at this moment is I'm supported on my path. So again, your desires, your wish fulfillment, what it is that you're actually manifesting in this time, you are being supported and guided at this time by your ancestors, your spirits guides, God, the angels, so on and so forth. What is the biggest obstacles? What are the biggest obstacles? Being grateful, being grateful and showing gratitude towards the earth, okay? So again, like I said, with that rage there could be a lot going on in the society, in the environment, in the world, of course. There's always some type of demise, some type of news hitting where it's like somebody played a joke, somebody did this, trying to get somebody attention, somebody killed somebody slept with somebody. It's always something, right? So it's I just heard finding the gratitude to basically, again, enjoy the experience, enjoy the lesson that you learn, because not every loss has to be accepted as a loss. Yes, you're going to go through your emotions. Okay, I'm losing my phone, I'm losing my tablet, I'm losing this, I'm losing that, I feel like I don't have my love, whatever the case may be in your personal elevation of growth, whether that's physically or spiritually, mentally or emotionally. There is something there of the obstacle of just being grateful of either being a part of whatever this lesson or this trial may be, or you being so angry that you forget to show your gratitude for the earth, for the air, for life, okay, that we get to live. What must I release? First card came out is facing my shadow removes darkness for the world, but it came out in reverse. And if I'm not mistaken, I did set the releasing means to let go. So let go of speaking in this time. Maybe you are going into, some of us, guilty, are most likely facing our shadow in this time, because it did come out in reverse. So you are facing your shadow in this time. A lot of times you think, oh, you faced your shadow period and it's done. No, there's still more shadows in the shadows. And once you are done with your shadows, you don't think those shadows are going to come back to taunt you, to see how strong you have, to see you have gotten, to see if they can still get to you. So right now, I feel like God, the ancestors, the universe are instructing those that are in this masonry high bing bing to not speak. Release speaking in this time, because we are all going through some type of shadow period that if we're not collectively together on this, there's nothing to be said, is what I just got from that. Okay. And then coming out in reverse for what support I need, and alchemy says living with purpose brings me to prosperity. So with this being reversed, I do get a sense of having, not knowing what your purpose is, or your purpose is being redirected. Your purpose is being redirected. So you could have felt like your purpose was, me personally, I felt like my purpose was helping others, being in the medical field, doing things in the medical field, so on and so forth. As far as doing my channel, my tarot channel, it's being, you're manifesting at this time. So something that you're manifesting, you don't want to be so open about it, because whatever the purpose is, it's going to bring in some type of abundance. It's going to bring in some type of good news. It's going to bring in some type of good luck that is actually going to purposely prosper for you, okay, for whoever that is. But at this time, there is some type of shadow that needs to be faced. And there is also, I just heard again, a redirecting of prosperity. Okay. For the next one, we have, what next step should I take? That was a lot of cards. I should have read them out because that was a lot of cards. What next step should I take? Okay, so what next step should I take? Feeling fear is a call for love. So we have harvest. Feeling fear is a call of love. I just also picked up, if you have been trying to manifest love, and once love came, but it wasn't to your liking, guilty again. It wasn't to your liking, and you become to be stagnant because of the simple fact it's not what you expected. It's not the joyous ride. It's not all rainbow ponies, gumdrops, and lollipops and things of that sort. So you begin to be fearful and turn it away. Okay, is what I just got from that. But right now, I'm also getting that it is a time to harvest that feeling of love. Harvest that feeling of fear. I also just heard a lot of people are not really fearful in this time either, because of the simple fact that there has been so much demise and there's been so much chaotic emotion and things of that sort going around. It's kind of hard to be open up to love in this time, okay? Not for all, but for some, depending on who that goes for, okay? So what is present for this time in this moment? We have the Ace of Wands and the Star card coming back out, okay? So again, new opportunities, hope, recognition is coming for you in this time. The biggest obstacle could, again, being surrounded in earth. We have the Page of Pentacles. So something about earth, something about community, something about the society, something about environment could bring some type of rageful emotion that makes you, or makes others look at you in a certain light, okay, is what I'm getting from that, okay? Some people might not like the things you do and or say, and it could be vice versa, depending on who you are. I'm going to go ahead and get one more card. Yeah, the King of Swords. You're very structured, or you can have a very sharp tongue. You stand in your truth, is what I just heard. You stand in your truth, you stand in your purpose, and you let nothing stop you. No matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're going through, and it could cause some type of discord between environments, between realms, to where it doesn't always just go with the flow. Like it's tricky right now, is what I just got from there. Hopefully that makes sense. What you need to release that structure. Okay, release that sense of authority. Just go with the flow is what I'm hearing. Don't be so quick to speak. Facing your shadow right now is very high and potent. You need to most likely be more sincere about your feelings in this time as well, and about how you want to go about things, okay? The support that you need will have something to do with your intuition as well as letting go, Okay, so become sensitive, living with purpose, and you're manifesting this time with the alchemy and living with purpose and prosperity brings prosperity, excuse me. It brings some type of, and I think I said this and I just heard it again, healing your inner child. So you could be also healing your inner child in this time as you're trying to manifest something in this current present time for yourself, and you could be feeling trapped. Okay. So being sensitive, healing that inner child, and you could feel trapped in this time. That's why the living with purpose brings prosperity is also in reverse. So you could be trying to manifest, you feel like you're going against the grain in something. You might need to just let go of the thoughts of what you had of what exactly your purpose could be. Let go of the idea of being in control, as well as that need to release all the time. Like always pop off with that rage and speak up in these placements, okay? For what next steps did you need to take with harvest and feeling fear is calling love? Build that inner strength. Build that inner strength. Overcome the self-doubt within yourself, okay? Because it could be defeating you. You could have walked away from, a love. You like I said, you desired something, it started to come, you got rages, but you probably popped off and said something out of pocket, or you acted out in a certain type of way. Again, it could be right now, could happened already, it could be in the immediate future. Don't say anything is what I'm getting from that. Don't say anything. Continue to manifest what it is that you're really, really wanting in this time. If there is something holding you back, what I'm getting from childhood that's making you act out in an immature way, you need to let go or sacrifice whatever that is holding you back, because you will be faced to walk away, and or you self-sabotaged it already, whatever it is that you have planted into the ground. Okay, we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Clear your karma on one side, and again we had joy. Okay, so hopefully those messages made sense. Let's hurry up and get to the next the deck and spread. Okay, I should have got wisdom. Let me you know what, let's get wisdom. Let's get wisdom for things like that. All right, so what is present? Wisdom for what is present. Wisdom for desire. Wisdom for the present desire. Thank you. Focus. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead, okay? Wisdom for what the biggest obstacles regarding rage. Choice. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. And I think I stated that too in the last reading. It's about doing the experience. I think I said it in this one too in the beginning. If I don't remember 1818, as I just said that too. If I don't recall, if I did say it in this, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. I don't know. I don't remember that fast. But the rage again. Living in the experience, taking the experience as it is, not trying to change it as something you want it to be. Okay, what you need to release the possibility. Focus your attention on what can go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy an experience twice. So again, as I said, you might have said something and could have disconnected something. You need to release at this time of speaking, of being verbal about what it is that could be bothering you, that could lead to some type of rage, that could lead to some type of choice you made without really thinking, because you were in your emotions. Okay, what support do you need? If beating yourself up work, you'll be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. We have self. So again, your alchemy, you might be a master alchemist, okay? Someone that knows how to really manifest something really good. Call in what it is that you need and want in this time, okay? And for the last placement of the wisdom, we have what steps do I need to take? Power. The ability to suck it up is not a superpower. Saying no is. Own your power. So again, the feeling of fear that you had for something, building that inner strength, you could have felt defeated by saying no, or someone could have felt defeated, or they surrendered and just said, you know, I'm just going to say no. I'm just going to walk away and I'm not going to come back or whatever. That was that power. That's them regaining their power. That's you regaining your power. If you let something go and you're like, okay, you could be trying to manifest it back and someone's just like have this big guard up like, no, it's not happening. No, 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 no. Then there you have it. Okay. So let's go ahead and start our next spread very quickly. 2012 on the thing. All right. Really fast. Be quick with it. Hopefully I'm speaking loud. You can actually hear me through my laptop's mic, because my videos have not been very auto-friendly as of lately. Okay? Alrighty. Well, excuse me. Okay, so the great ancestor that we have present for the talking drum is Shine. Mama Jumbo came out in reverse. What do you need from me? Surrender. Surrenderance is needed at this time. Ooh, we have a lot of stuff coming out in reverse. The ancestor patterns that you need to be aware of is divine lineage. The divine lineage card does speak about being that holy grail that the ancestors are protecting, okay? What ancestral patterns do you need to be aware of? Again, being the divine lineage, being that holy grail, being that one that's protected by the ancestors. It could be that someone is no longer protected by divine lineage. It can also mean that you are being protected by divine lineage, okay? If I'm not mistaken, in this deck, it's not always negative. It's more so of a heightened message that your ancestors, that the spirit guides, that the angels are trying to get you to understand in this time. You need to shine. You have an ancestor that is actually shining through you, or that is helping you shine in this moment. They are also reminding you that you are guided. Because we have where am I blocked, we have creativity as the blockage. So your creativity can be blocked in this time. But you are evolving. How can you evolve? By leveling up. By you leveling up your thinking, by you leveling up the things that no longer serve you, stepping away from the things that no longer serve you, places, people, whatever the case may be. That's going to help you level up, most likely unblock your creativity and get you to understand what's going on. What do you most want us to know? Okay, you are the wounded healer. You are a wounded healer. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have naked. Let's talk about emotional nakedness, okay? All right, let's go ahead and rise this up. Intriguing, okay? Alrighty. So, for raising the vibration of the shine, great ancestor, what do you need us to know? What is your highest vibration? Highest vibration for shine. Hey, relationships are assignments. Let's get it, okay? So you could be going through some type of relationship, either getting in one or getting out of one, okay? Whatever the case may be, it is an assignment at this time. What do you need from me? Okay? And they all fell out in reverse, and I heard take it. You better take it. So for the first one, what do you need from me? We have I am protected by source. Surrender. So it's something that you need to surrender to. Sneak. I don't even know if I want to post this. This thing is a little personal for me. What ancestor patterns do I need to be aware of? The divine lineage is followed by my light attracts light, which is in reverse as well. And then again, we have where am I blocked? I call back my power, your creativity. Okay. Uh-oh. How can I evolve? Thank you. That was fast. Choose kindness. So again, being kind to yourself. Choose kindness. Letting go what no longer serves you. Stepping out of a mindset that is no longer working. Okay. What do you most want us to know? It is safe for you to shine. Shine coming out again. You are wounded. So someone is wounded at this time is what I just got. At the bottom of the deck, you are not alone. So this is a trying time. And I have been saying and sensing for a while now that we are in a universal recession. There is a like universal bankruptcy at this time. Okay. Um, yeah. Just like there was a global pandemic, there is a global recession. Okay. Stock markets are going up and down, rising and dropping every single day. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then they want to pay attention to your spending. When I say they, I mean like the higher ups, the governments, those that IRS, whatever. I don't know. 1044. As I said that, I don't know, but yeah, that was what I heard. You know, they're trying to get paper money out of scenarios and track your spending, how much you are actually spending, how much you actually get, period, just by tracking your cards. Okay, so who are you? The wisdom for who our grand ancestor is and who they want us to know. You have the right to change your mind. So reassess. Again, relationships are assignments. Okay, so you have the right to change your mind. If there was something that you were trying to achieve, you were trying to go towards something, and you said no, you have the right to change your mind. Say, hey, I want to work it out. If you were trying to work it out and you said, hey, I want to work it out, but now you're understanding like, okay, I can't do this. You don't want to do it, or you don't want to do it, or you see nothing is changing. Again, relationships are assignment. It's okay for you to shine. You can change your mind and be like, yeah, no, this is not going to work. Nothing's going to work. I keep getting thrown out. I keep going through these cycles. I keep not being listened to. I keep getting patronized. I keep losing stuff every time you come around. Nothing's working. It's like everything you're doing is whatever. You have the right to change your mind. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. What do you need in this time? What do we need? Space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. Okay? So surrender. You are protected by source. Give yourself time is what I just heard. Give yourself time, give yourself that space to get back into you. Surrender to the divine, not surrendering to people, but more so surrendering to yourself to know what it is that you need and you want in this time, okay? Where are you? No, excuse me, back it up. Ancestral patterns that you need to be aware of is choices. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome, okay? My light attracts light, divine lineage. So, again, it's for some reason it is leaning. We have surrender coming out again to where I'm blocked. Stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. So creativity blocked. Calling your power back blocked. Surrendering blocked. So maybe you tried to surrender to something. I don't know why I'm picking up on a love situation. I don't want to pick up on a love situation because that's just doing too much. But I'm going to say it anyway and get it over with. So maybe you are going through some type of love scenario. Okay, you're going through some type of love situation where you decided not to do it anymore, not to try, not to fight, not to move forward in a certain situation, and it might be tearing you up on the inside, making you feel like you're not making the right choices, you're not protected, or every time you let this person around you, you either feel depleted, not safe, not secure, things are missing and being caught, being pulled out of your life, so on and so forth. You're losing, okay? What I'm getting from here is why you're being blocked from it is because I think there's a deeper side to something that you need to see. I did hear a message earlier on if someone is in your life or trying to come in your life and you keep losing something. You keep losing stuff, it's because you're trying to control the situation. And I think that's why you're being blocked. There's no more control. I think it's more so like go with the flow of the scenario. Again, these cards don't have to be read negatively. These can just be the highlight of what it is that you need to pay attention to the most. How can I evolve? Let's see. I heard take this one. How can you evolve? Change course. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. So choose kindness, level up. It's time to change course. Making that needed sacrifice. What do you most want us to know? Time. Wounded healer, it's safe for you to shine in time. Time spent worrying is time spent. So if you feel like that I just heard you're bruised, battered, and bittered. Boom. And that is what's showing. But in time, you will heal. But right now is the time for you to stop spending on worrying about what the right choice was for you or about a situation, what control you're trying to possess in this life, what you're losing, what your demise is in this life. There is a decision that needs to be made. Sometimes the best decision is not a decision at all. So don't make any movement. In the last spread, we did get not to say anything, okay? So in the bottom, we have self. If beating yourself at work, you'll be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. So being called to be to yourself at this time. This is intriguing. Let's get some tarot real fast. I did 2, and we will do our divine weekly spread. And that will be it until we post again. Alrighty. Alright. Let's see. That's intriguing. Okay. Alright, Spirit. Got a jumper. So, great ancestor is the 10 of Pentacles. Something that's unexpected. Trust, deeds, inheritance. Okay? Something unexpected. What do you need? What do we need at this time? Okay? So, there could be some type of disharmony. That's why you can feel like you're not protected. That's another reason why you feel like you need space. There's some type of trust issue. There's imbalance at this time. And you're being asked to surrender. So it's kind of hard because you're like, hey, I can't surrender to something that is detached. So I need space, right? And it's being followed by the Ace of Swords for what ancestral patterns we need to be aware of. I'm hearing you're always right. You're always right. You always have that mental clarity. You always find the breakthrough, this, that, and the other. And maybe right now is not the time for that. Maybe it's something more detrimental, okay? Something being stimulated in this time between some type of trust issue, some type of imbalance, some type of conflict, okay? Then we have where you're blocked, independence. So for some, collecting on an investment or thriving in a business right now is something that you can be blocked from. How can you evolve from this? Again, having a routine, sticking to your intellect, having that logical power and authority and strength within yourself, having a conversation about what it is that's going on. Not really being emotional, but still choosing kindness, okay? Changing course to being kind. Using your words wisely. King of Swords is very strict too. So they know what it is that they want. I just feel like they are more so about the truth. And at the top of this card, it says truth. Okay? So I also just heard under any circumstances with this coming out as what you need from me, right now, I feel like this is like what's going on. Because I got that from the last reading. There's like disharmony, not just disharmony, there's misuse of intuition on top of prejudges and being biased and so on and so forth, right? So it's causing some type of distrust. It's causing some type of conflict. It's causing some type of disconnection from whatever the main focus is. But whatever truth needs to be said, it needs to be said to help this person, to help a situation, to help an environment, a society evolve, okay? Boom. Last but not least, what do we most need to know? Judgment, which talk about judgment, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, composure, decisiveness, homesickness, snap judgments, abortion of blame, and forgiveness. It also talks about reconciliation as well. So if it doesn't have to be reconciliation, but there could definitely be some type of judgment going on. There could definitely be some type of snap judgment according to what's going on around you, what's worrying you, what's weighing you down. Okay, so I am going to get a clarifier for this disharmony. The disharmony has something to do with somebody's new beginning, somebody's creative spark, somebody finding a new passion, and this could cause some type of disharmony, or somebody just doesn't trust the fact that, why are you doing this? Okay, for example, plainly by me, why are you doing this? You're used to me doing this, or you're used to somebody saying this, or you're used to someone being certain this type of way, so on and so forth. And they like, oh, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. You're not taking your accountability. You're detached. This is not right. How is this not right? Because you're used to someone doing something this way, and now they're going about it this way. I have stated before, just quick testimonial, I have been reading tarot on my phone on the website, getting daily emails of tarot readings from, like horoscope.com and astrology.com, stuff like that, for years, okay, since I was a child. And it was something that no one knew about unless you were in my personal circle. And this was something that we shared on our intimate time together. No one would have ever thought, like, okay, she's going to buy her own deck of cards and she's going to try to start a channel and she's going to try to share messages and she's going to try to come at it this way and this, da, or whatever the case may be. I just heard cut the deck. As I cut the deck, we had the emperor, excuse me, the emperor just did like a little balancing act on my fingers, my four fingers, okay? When I cut the deck, the strength came out. So it talks about, again, inner strength. The strength keeps coming out. Inner strength, courage and bravery and confidence, compassion, taming, control, overcoming self-doubt, focus, persuasion, as well as influence. And it could be this Aries. It doesn't have to be an Aries, or it could be an emperor. It doesn't have to be an emperor. It could be an empress. It doesn't matter. But it talks about discipline, having logical, practical, being practical, okay, being stable, okay, a father figure or someone in fatherhood. It doesn't have to be a man, but it could be having some type of structure or some type of protection or authority. At the bottom, we have sadness with the Five of Cups, what also talks about loss and grief. So this emperor is what I'm getting. If this is about it, there could be some type of trust issue with an emperor. He could have lost something. He's in abandonment. He feels some type of guilt or remorse or heartbreak, or there could be some type of heartbreak that this emperor is going through. He could be finding strength in this time. Probably most likely will find some type of success and victory, However, there could be some type of feeling trapped in a situation. Yeah, I just seen the High Priestess feeling trapped in the situation, okay? So I don't want to stretch these messages any further than I have to. I don't want to dig all extra deep and get all extra deep about it. We'll save that for another day. But I just feel like this will be the energy from now up till August 1st. And then the 3 days after August, because it's 3 days before the 1st and 3 days after, and I'm recording this again on the 27th. I will be here on Tuesday with the Divine Energy weekly reading. So it most likely will be posted after these are uploaded and edited and so on and so forth. So with that being said, again, I am who I am in this present moment. These are the conviction healer messages. And until we meet again.